Johnny Jumbo, ladies and gentlemen. When you see the whiteboard, you know it's another edition of Each One Teach One here on the Show. And let me apologize for it taking so long for me to remind you all the fact that it is Black History Month. I am the child of educators. Shout out to my father, Joseph Foster, who spent all my 27 years making sure I was well versed in the accomplishments of African Americans in this country. And I hope after he watches me this week on the Show, he is still proud of me. I'm not sure if he will be, but I love him just the same. And because I am the child of educators, I feel like I need to give back to you what I have taken in. Many of you adults out there have given up on learning new things during February. You might want your kids to learn or just young people in general to learn, but you as an adult have pretty much just said whatever I know is what I know, and that's a bad thing. It's terrible. And the reason you say this because you don't understand how Black History Month relates to you in your adult life. What we're going to talk about here on the Show today is making Black History Month work for you. There are things that you can do during Black History Month that you cannot do at any other point during the year. The first thing that you must understand about Black History Month is that we need to remind everybody, both black and white, that 400 years of oppression means I'm chilling in February. Everybody must know this. 400 years of oppression, we can't forget about that. We must remind them that for 400 years in this country, we have been the stepchildren, we have been persecuted and hated on 400 years. And that means I'm chilling. There is a guilt factor in everybody in this country about how we have been treated and are continuing to be treated. Shout out to Barack Obama, now that John McCain's won, I'm all behind him, but still that guilt is there. And it's only there for 28 or 29 days. And so you must know about Black history to be able to take advantage of that 400-year guilt. If all you know is MLK or Malcolm X or Muhammad Ali, maybe Rosa Parks, that's not enough, okay? You really got to dig deep into Black history to dig deep into that 400 years of guilt. The first place you can use this guilt, and I've been using it so far all month, is at the job. Oh man, this is a great place to use that 400 years of guilt. And the more information you know, the more guilty you can make somebody else. I am proud to say I have been to my job 6 times this month. That's it. Not vacation days. I've been paid every day, even weekends. But I've only been there 6 times. Do you know why? Because every other day I am celebrating the achievements of African Americans in the past who have made me the man I am today, bar the beautiful. I would like to let everybody know that yesterday was Carter G. Woodson Day. Or that's what I told my job. And tomorrow is Medgar Evers Day. That's right. What the hell can they say to me? Those 2 days, I will support them. Now tomorrow, I'm actually going to work, but I'll tell you why I'm going to work. But on Friday, I'm taking off. Do you know why? Because my niece is in a play at Imhotep Charter School, and she is playing Madam C.J. Walker. And last week I walked to my boss' office and said, you know what, boss? I have to apologize, but next Friday, I can't be in here. I got to go see my niece play Madam C.J. Walker. And you can see in his face that he didn't really want me to take off, but you could also see in his face that he wasn't exactly sure who Madam C.J. Walker was. So as soon as he said, who is that? That was my opening. You don't know? Oh really? With your 400 years of guilt. Well, let me tell you who Madam C.J. Walker is. And what you got to do is you got to get your silly voice. You got to get that little slave voice and maybe drop down a glory tear. And Madam C.J. Walker overcame racism, hatred, sexism, and persecution to make all this goddamn money. And I want my niece to be like her and know that she can do whatever she want to be because she is better than CJ Walker. And you know what? My boss looked at me like I was crazy and said, please, just get out. Just get out. Just go. And I went. And it was like 4 hours. And after that, we went to get some toys from Toys R Us. That was a great day. But if you can't tap into that 400 years of guilt, this won't happen for you. Now on Thursday, I'm actually going to work. The reason I'm going to work is because I've organized a black people luncheon. That's the only reason I'm going. Actually, the 6 days I've gone have all been black people luncheon days. What is a black people luncheon? That is when you go to your boss and say, boss, I need a certain amount of funds. And I work at a Fortune 500 company. Maybe if you work somewhere with a little less paper, you got to go about it a different way. But I walked in my boss' office and said, boss, I want everybody in our department at lunchtime to learn about the middle passage. Boss looked at me and said, what is the middle passage? I said, wait a minute. Oh, you don't know? You don't know? With your 400 years, you don't know about the middle passage of my people dying before they even made it to the United States of America, being thrown off boats. It was a trying thing, and nobody talks about it, man. He said, well, what do you need, Jabari? What do you need? You know what I said I need? I need Chick-fil-A. I need some waffle fries for everybody. Because we are watching all 18 episodes of Your Eyes on the Prize. And that's all we're going to do tomorrow. That is it. We are watching Your Eyes on the Prize. Oh, Lord. And if you can sing, boy, sing and never gets, oh, man. Okay, black people luncheon, middle passage, I want some Chick-fil-A, boss. What can he say? And if he say something to you, do you want a lawsuit? Do you want me to take your job and give me some money? Say something. Say something. Put 400 years. Say something. You won't say anything because you got them with that 400 years of guilt, baby. You're 400 years. Here's another place to make sure that Black History Month works for you. It's at school. That's right. In February, I mean, it's already the shortest month of the year. There should be no homework, quizzes, tests, or midterms. If you know enough about Black history. If you don't know anything, you can't say anything to your professor. But if you know enough, you can walk right to his office and say, you know what? I'm going through an emotional experience right now. It's Black History Month. I am focusing on me and the oppression that my people have felt all these years. And I don't really have time for thermodynamics. I don't really have time for my literary journals class. I'm not really doing that right now. I have to focus. I'll see you on March the 1st. But right now, I got to deal with me and what my people have been through. If they fight you on this, here is a foolproof plan to make sure that you and all the other people who love Black people, whether they be white, black, or indifferent, don't have to do anything in February. You go to their office. All you do, you drop out of office. And they'll give you some flack when you tell them this. But all you want to do is make sure you know, lift every voice and sing. If you actually know the words to lift every voice and sing, sing it dead to their face. And make them feel that oppression. Make them feel that 400 years. Right to their face, especially foreigners. Because they don't really understand what we've been through. They think we had it good for some reason. Because they're crazy. They didn't read enough books about how terrible we've had it. And of course, the final thing to help you out, to figure out that, you know, Black History Month was important and you got to make the most out of it. This is just for the fellas. But knowing your Black history definitely helps you with white women. It's true. But it's true. The more you know about the pain we've gone through, the more they love hearing about the struggle. Susie Ann. I may not have a job. I may have terrible credit. I may not have finished school. Not regular school, not mechanic school, not nothing. But that's because the white man has been holding me back. Not only did he hold me back, he held my granddaddy back and his granddaddy. And that's why I am the way. And they will go, oh, really, black man? You're like, yes.